So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll take this across the 20. Before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
A 1st carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, let's go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch alert. Watch the slant. Mike 36. Mike 36. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Out of the gun, Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Watson off play action. And Gronkowski's got it complete over the middle. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Push him back. Check. Fresno.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
He will push his way down to about the 14. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. That'll go for a gain of 7. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jalen Guyton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Switch it. Kill.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays healthy.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
Here we go.
And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch. Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 41, Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Jackson now. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Jackson to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Queen showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Watson off play action. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
The Ravens on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Touchdown! That's caught.
Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's Hall. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
With such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Once more, Edwards.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Gus Edwards.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's Hall.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
On the return, here's Hall. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Gee. Hey, check it out.
Throwing again is Watson.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
To the air yet again. Watson on the move to his left. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Watson.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Room past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.